Today's recipe is a spatchcock chicken. I know the name sounds funny and perhaps a little fancy, but I tell you what, it's really just flattening the chicken out and tucking in a bunch of herbs underneath the skin. Preparing a chicken this way means no more dry white meat. The whole chicken cooks evenly, moist, and so flavorful. I'm Claudia with Eat Color with Claudia. Before you forget, hit the like button and please subscribe. Thanks. To make this amazing, delicious dish, we just need a couple of things. Cooking shears and a baking pan. Now, I got mine at Amazon, even has a rack in there, and it's great because I could even fit 2 chickens or my Thanksgiving turkey on here. Now, we'll just need a few ingredients. We'll need the chicken, a 4 to 5 pound chicken, and some herbs. We have some parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I don't know what it is about these herbs, but mixed together, they're just magical. And then we'll need some butter, some salt, some black pepper, and some avocado oil. Let's get started with the chicken. First thing we want to do is reach in there and remove the little bag of gizzards and anything else you see in there. And go ahead and give them a rinse. Now the goal is that we're going to split this chicken right down the back so that we can flatten out our chicken. So turn your chicken over so the back is facing up. And we want to go from the tail to the neck. So just kind of grab a hold of the thigh, and with your cutting shears, you just begin cutting down one side. I always find that if I hold my scissors tightly, it's super easy to do. We got them. Now, this makes really good chicken stock, so you can either toss it or save it for that soup later. Now turn the chicken back over so the breast side is up. Now just either use one hand or 2 hands and just, these popped really nice. Now it's important to really dry your chicken because the more dry you get it, the more the skin will be crisp and also the flavors won't get watered out. Now we're going to need to salt him. Now I'm just going to put some very fine kosher salt on here. And this is another trick that when your chicken cooks, that he'll be just really a beautiful golden brown and almost have like a glossy, gorgeous look to him besides being delicious. Now let your bird sit here for an hour. He needs to get to be room temperature. And now if you can remember, you can get your chicken ready like in the morning or even the day before and get the salt on him and put him in the refrigerator. Don't cover him. The refrigerator air like circulates around him and it dries the skin out. So while our chicken is sitting, we gotta make the paste, the herbal paste. So I got the parsley, thyme, sage, and rosemary, about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of parsley, and a couple of sprigs of the others, and just really, really mince them up super small. Mix up all the herbs together, and then what I like to do is I kind of like divide them in half. One side is going underneath the skin, and the other side is going to go all around on the outside of the chicken. I have a 1/4 cup butter. I'm just going to slice this now like in about tablespoon pieces. Take half of my herbs and drizzle them down the plate here. And then I drop each one of the butter slices sort of like on top of this, of the herb mixture, so that the herbs will easily stick onto the butter. Now pull the skin away from underneath the thigh there and take the first tablespoon of butter that's got all the herbs on there and kind of stick it in there. And then you can smooth it all the way down so it gets down into the leg too. And then I'll do the same thing to this thigh, to the breast, and I'll stick it in and again just kind of smush it just like this. This is going to help get the flavor of this chicken to over the top delicious. And now I'll do these other sides. In goes the last. Now I'm going to slide the rest of the other half of the herbs into the plate. Sprinkle about 3 tablespoons of avocado oil. Stir this up. Now we'll take the avocado oil and we're going to spread this all onto the outside of the bird. So I've been alerted that I've been accidentally calling this chicken a he, but we all know it's a she, right? Anyway, so now the last thing we need is some black pepper. Go ahead and sprinkle some black pepper on your chicken. Make sure your oven is preheated to 425 because it's time to get the bird in the oven. Just a couple of quick tips. The little wing tips, sometimes they might burn on you. If you can either clip them off or just tuck them under. And make sure that the legs are spread and flat. And I forgot to mention earlier that back when you were cleaning them, if you had extra fat down there by the tail, you could just clip this off. And lastly, when you hit about the 20-minute mark, I always just take and turn my tray around. This way, the chicken will cook more evenly. Okay, let's get it ready. Oh, y'all, if you could just smell this kitchen. I took the chicken out of the oven about 10-15 minutes ago and letting it rest because we don't want to cut into it too soon. We want all the juices to stay in the inside when we carve, which is, let's carve him right now. Oh, wow. Oh, you can just see all these juices. This bird is so moist. Oh, and this chicken breast is like butter. Oh, wow. I just love setting a plate of chicken out. Oh, the presentation. I tell you what, I hope sick of my sister Paula because she does this at Thanksgiving time. Oh my gosh. This is so good. It's so juicy, so tender. The flavors. Oh my gosh, you have to make your chicken this way. Oh, it's so good. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless because this chicken is so good. Anyway, until next week, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and until next week, bon appetit.